Hello everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Factorio. That starting was not quite as smooth as I would like because everything suddenly powered down, but you know, whatever. That's just the point of this kind of thing sometimes. Now, what is going on exactly? I am... Actually, I don't want that there. I want to pull a plug on that, like that. Right. Right now, I am going to be working on getting my factory up and running. Which means I've got to set a goal for the next 20 minutes. Something that I want to achieve and get sorted. And, oh yeah, guns are doing their job for me again. That's fine. I know I laid this track down in a frenzy of, hey, let's build it, kind of thing, at the end of last session, but it's not quite where I want it to be. Since I want this thing to be split, I'm going to split it about here, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Is that half and half, actually? Yep, that is roughly. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Right. My goal right now is to get my defences up because enemies are going to be coming and there's not a lot that I can do about it. That's all fine and dandy. But to be a realist here, I've got to get more copper. I've got to get the copper to actually get all this done. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. So for this episode, I'll be making copper. I guess you could call it Copperhead. Yeah, Copperhead. That's going to be the name of the episode, isn't it? Copperhead. That'll do just fine. Just going to have to build a load of power poles to get power up here for electric drills and stuff. So yay me. I really am doing this awkwardly, aren't I? Still, fact is, I need stable supplies of iron and copper if I'm going to get this factory up and running. So this is going to be laying out the start of my foundry district. That is my current goal. Oops, no, I didn't want that. Okay, that's hooked in. Right. Now I've got electric drills here, I've got some furnaces, I've got some coal. I've got absolute ton of conveyors, so I can set up a localized smeltery straight away, just to increase my current supply of copper, which is kind of low, kind of bad, as in really, really bad. So this is just, again, going to be temporary arrangement. Let's see, I'm going to put one. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to pull these up sooner or later anyway. So let's put those there. Put those there. Yep. I need some inserters. Combustion inserters or electric inserters. Ooh, the big jump to electric inserters. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some electrics. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Actually, no. Wait. I did the math on this one. A single electric drill can supply 2 furnaces. So there is absolutely no frickin' point in doing anything less than that. So 4 of those, that'll give me enough for 8 furnaces, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. This is kind of a spin-off of that multiplayer series I was working on with the Griff. Let's see. I'm going to have to bring in coal manually. That's just how it is. So that's going to be a coal dumping chest like that. Just dump all that there. That's fine. And then that'll power that. Get some power to the drills. Like so. And I can actually dismantle this entire original setting here. Oh, no. I need to pull that up to get the coal out of it because it's going to keep feeding. I'm sorry to say that that's got to go, but it has got to go. 5, 8, yep. Right. Again, nothing fancy here. It's just going to be a nice little regular inline furnace. I'll put them there just for, you know, give it offset, bit of personality, all that kind of thing. But there we go. Let there be copper from this little localized smelting plant. And since I know that this is going to be causing a load of pollution, I'm just going to have to give this some protection as well. Because, let's face it, I don't want this place getting torn up and losing all the precious copper it's going to be making. That won't do at all. So I'm actually going to situate a gun turret here and drop my ammo stock into it. Just to make life difficult for the biters that are coming in. Because this place is going to get targeted at some point, there's no doubt about it. Just need to do that. How many have I got? 1. I need another 3 inserters, so 3. That conveyor's in the wrong place. Whoops. Ah. I do that sometimes. I do mess up sometimes in placement of things. It's kind of common for me, actually, I must admit. Like, I put that in the wrong place. I want that to be there. And there we go. That is my new copper assembly arrangement. Such as it is. But I want to actually increase its effect more. So I need another 4 inserters because I am being silly. I've got to get rid of this block. All dead. All done. Right. I'm going to treble down on this by giving it extra inserters there just to keep the entire thing flush. Oh yeah, this is going to be my entire copper source for the time being, until I get the main arrangement sorted out. And that's taken me 5 minutes to put together. Darn it. Right, I need to get on with this. I need 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 splitters, sorry. Because I'm not going to do this quite the way I did it before. Not really. I mean, sure, I want to do... I've already gone over my furnace layouts and things like that. The things that I like and I think are pretty efficient. But this time I'm going to do something else, which I wanted to work into my previous factory, but kind of failed to do so. And that is to give it a kind of resource buffer, if you will. 2, 3, 4. Right, I need to get more of this. Right, resource buffer. I'm going to do this because my previous ones ran out so easily. 1, 2, 3, 1. Right there. They ran out so easily without building up any kind of stockpile of raw resources going on. So I'm going to do something about that. 1, 1, 1. Yep, 1, 1, 1. Yep, there we go. Okay, this is going to be my resource buffer. Now, what is the resource buffer going to do? It is going to take one of my inputs of raw resources, either iron ore or coal. Sorry, not coal. Iron ore or copper ore. And it's going to split it up so that half of it goes into the furnaces and half of it goes into the storage chests, which are positioned like so. You see? Now this is going to be done by inserters. Right now it's going to be just some electrics for demonstration, but it's going to be changed to be regular. 2, 1, 1, 2. So that's going to be the end of it there. Fine. 1, 1. Yep. And to do the split, I'm going to have to use, well, 3 splitters like this. There's not much of a way around it, really. So yep, original resource comes in here, gets separated into these two, so these are both getting half. Then this will do it so each line actually gets a quarter, like so. But two of the outputs are merging into a central line here, and this line gets half the total, and these lines here get a quarter each, effectively. I really need to get these things working. Now, inserters here will load onto this line, sorry, load into these chests, and then these chests will unload onto the central line. But I can tell you're thinking, why the heck would I be doing this? I mean, it's just extra energy being spent doing effectively nothing. And you're right, it is. It is effectively doing nothing. And there's no real way of saying it's doing otherwise. Except that whenever the furnaces haven't got enough resources to do stuff, as in I'm not draining enough copper or iron or whatever from the system. 2, 1, 2, 6, 8. Let's make it 10 across this time. A slightly bigger gap than before. So whenever I'm not draining enough steel or iron or copper from the system, previously it just jammed up. 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yep. It just jammed up, as in it stopped working completely. It backed up my ore lines. It did things like that. And then it just started flowing again. Why the heck is the power gone? Why is the power gone? Why is there no... Oh. The furnace is out of fuel again. I never did set that up to be automated, did I? Whoops. I think I better do that now just to keep it running. What do I need? I'm going to need a red, aren't I? Yes, I am. A red inserter. No, except that won't do the trick, will it? Because it's not dropping into a big... No, that'll draw from there. Ow. Pff, damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to reroute this line slightly. Like that. Then give it a single electric. There. Give it a power feed, and that will let the thing refuel itself. At least when it runs low. Yeah. Right. So yeah, whenever it backs up, this line will become still, so it diverts everything to these outer rows, which in turn diverts everything into these chests. And that is going to be the entire basis of this resource fueling system. Effectively. I'm just going to have to mirror it on this side, like so. Because I'm also wanting to do this split like that. Yep. Yep, like that. I'm going to have to split it. There's no way around that. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Yep. Because I want one for copper. I want one for iron. So this one is going to be one of those. This one's going to be the other one of those. So, yep, like that. Okay. That's going to be one of the storages. This is going to be the other storage. Don't know which is going to be which yet, because I'm not exactly planned like that, but that's just me. And then they're going to both come into the middle and effectively go their separate ways. Now, I'm also going to build this so that with the future in mind, so it's going to have to be 2 rows of resources coming through here in terms of like that. Yep, like that. No, wait, I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to need some more of these. 2 more splitters. I'm going to feed this straight into a splitter and balance them out. Like that. Again, this is a pattern you've seen before. Like so. Just to even out the 2 sides of it as it comes through. While the other just keeps on going like that. And then I'm going to mirror the pattern again at the opposite end. Now, why am I doing it like this? Because I want the resource flow, as it comes in, to be splitting up quite nicely and neatly. Looks like that, wasn't it? Yep, that's like that. Then that's one closer over here. Like so. Yep. Another problem that the previous factory had is that it wasn't actually getting enough resources flowing around. So if I'm doing it like this, I'm also future-proofing it a bit. Like so. Yep. I'm also future-proofing the resource flow, so I can actually have sources coming in from above and below, and then this will just feed it straight into the appropriate system. It'll go where I want it to, and then it'll flow straight to, I think, which one's bigger? That side's a bit bigger, so that's going to be iron side. This is going to be copper side, so that's the copper one down below, and this is going to be the iron one flowing this way, like so. And I'm going to put the iron furnaces over here. Just need to get them in place, really. Now, I've got to give a little bit of space here because there's more lines that will come through. Since there's a central part of the... No, that's going to be copper, that side's going to be iron. So that's going to be iron there, that's going to be copper there, whatever. Stupid complex planning. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 1. Like that. I didn't build it big enough, did I? Yeah, whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yep, okay. That's fine, it's still space. The factories there are temporary after all, so it doesn't really matter much. But you can see what I'm doing here now. Storage area, resource flow, storage area, resource flow. And then I can feed... There's also space here, so if I need to expand into the extra districts, I can just split off another line there. It'll be ignored, and it's just flowing straight out of the storage area. As faster conveyors come up, and faster inserters, and bigger chests, my resource stockpile can only grow. And it'll keep this entire section running. That's just the way of it, really. But right now I just need to get one section up and running, so that's 11 of those. 10, 11 of those. Yep. Here comes some more biters. You're gonna die. Good biters. You're dead. I would give you cookies, but you're dead. Haha. Yeah, this is going to be... Which side did I say it was? Yeah, this is going to be by iron side. So I'm going to have to do that. Other than that, this is completely standard, really. This is going to be the same as what I showed you before, with one key difference, really. And that is that I'm not going to build it up completely. I'm just going to build... Well, I'm recording... I'm planning to record this thing a bit more faithfully. So I'm not going to record everything as is. Sorry, I am going to record everything as is. Sorry, I'm getting a bit distracted. Again, this is raw recording, effectively. I just need some more of those. Another 10, thank you. This is going to be recorded more naturally. I'm not going to take massive breaks this time around because, well, we know what happened last time. 4, 5, 6. Last time, me recording big breaks, it ruined the factory, basically. It caused it to be overrun and destroyed. Especially since I was waiting on developing text and things before showing it to you guys, and that meant the entire thing got overrun and went bye-bye. I think I'm going to build up this one, since the factory's in the way down there, for now. But right now my goal has got to be getting stable. Like so. Yeah. Me, stable. Yeah, right. That's going to happen. I need 1, 2, 3... I need 4... Yeah. 4 tunnels to get them through. Actually, I need a 5th one as well. Right. Okay. I mentioned that I was leaving a bit of space. I've already used all that up. Oh well, there's tons more. That's fine. More conveyors. I mentioned I was leaving space for other lines to come through around here. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, probably pull up a bit more, make that a max length tunnel. And that's because for now, coal needs to come in, so that's 1. And that's going to be another line right there. Yay, another line. And again, it's going to come in from both directions, so that's okay. But there will also be things like pipes needing to come through, and maybe other resource lines. I mean, there's the output lines as well, so that's what? Another 2 lines, at least. Yeah. And then there's still space for some pipelines to come through as well. So, all in all, this will let me feed everything through this district without having to go the long way around the big water supplies and things like that. So, hooray for future planning, I suppose. That is good, isn't it? Isn't it? I think it is. Why am I asking for reinsurances? I'm just going to do it. Do it like that, yeah. Okay. Actually, no, since this is an output, I need it to be a long one. I need one to be here as well. Like so. Okay, this is not enough space, actually. I don't think. This is going to become convoluted again, isn't it? I should back everything up a little bit. Yeah, back it all up slightly. Give a bit more room, better safe than sorry. Unfortunately, that's also end of episode because, you know, as always, this takes longer than expected, and I've been waffling a bit, so whatever, you know. This is Iron Mark III. I hope you enjoyed it. This time around I've talked about my plans for the foundry, more than I've actually managed to accomplish them, so that's going to have to be on next session. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.